Welcome to Gentle Stretch. This is Leo Bray on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center in Palm Springs. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook to check out the schedule of daily offerings online, in person, various locations, lots of changes to keep up with, so check it out. And also visit the tip jar online. You can make contributions via PayPal or Venmo or Zelle, and those can be one-time or recurring. And for those who enjoy our practices offered on YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's a help to us as well. We appreciate it. We'll start out today sitting. You don't have to sit like I'm sitting. Sit so that you're comfortable. Feel into your contact with the ground. If you like, you close your eyes. Picture the whole length of your spine. On the inhale, feel your spine extending upward, the crown of your head reaching towards the ceiling. On the exhale, feel that rooting down of the contraction of your breath. Noticing your breath will help it slow down and get deeper. Stillness and slowness of the breath will help muscles relax. Taking your surroundings in whatever way they're touching upon your senses. Scan your body to take in whatever other sensations are present in addition to the movements of your breath, the rising and moving. What else is going on in that body? Make particular note of anything that you wish felt different, any stiffness or soreness, any unwanted or unpleasant sensation. You can keep it in mind as we practice, knowing you're always welcome to skip or modify anything you need to. Just think of sending your breath into the trouble spots, into whatever stiffness or soreness is there. Inviting some ease and opening. Throughout our practice, when you find your attention is drawn away from looking inward, away from noticing your body and noticing your breathing, just gently redirect. Come back to focusing on taking care of yourself and finding the practice that's best for you. If you wish to add any intentions of your own to these shared intentions, you can do that now. With our intentions in place, let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth with the sigh. Allow your eyes to open if they're closed. Press your hands on your knees or your thighs. We'll take some seated cow and cat breaths. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head tip back. Exhale, draw your heart back, let your head tip forward and down. And just follow the pace of your breath. A few more times. Using the whole inhale to draw your heart forward, the whole exhale to draw your heart back. And maybe the movements get a little bigger, maybe the breaths get even longer. Let's add on here. Let's bring a circular aspect to this movement. As you come forward, go to one side, and as you go back, go to the other side. Try to keep both sides of your seat on the floor. So they're not huge circles, nothing that's going to make us tip over. At the end of your next exhale, change direction and take those circles the other way. And after the next exhale, sit up nice and tall again. Maybe reground like I just did there. You settle. Bring your hands out to the sides and rest your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, lift your left arm up alongside your ear. As you exhale, let your arm drape across your head. Let your fingertips come to rest by your right ear. And gently let the weight of your right arm, no, your left arm, draw your head to the left. If you want, you can play with picking up your right hand and reaching out through your fingertips like this. So lengthen that side of your neck. Let that right hand down. If it's raised, let your neck remain passive. Let your left hand slide across your head and come down to your cheek and use that arm to lift your head to center. Let that hand down. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale and let it drape across. And let the weight of your arm draw your head to the right. If you like, pick up your left hand a little and reach out to your fingertips. Let your left hand down if it's raised. Allow your neck to stay passive. Let your hand slide over and slide down and let your arm lift your head. Let that hand down. Walk your left hand behind you, fingertips on the ground. Bring your right hand to your left leg. Inhale, lengthen up, press away from the floor with your left hand. Exhale, invite your body to twist some more. Working your way up from the waist to explore how much twist feels like enough. Let yourself unwind, come to center. Walk your right hand behind you, bring your left hand to your right leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, explore the twist with each exhale. Just seeing if your body wants to go further. Let yourself unwind, come back. Let's make our way up onto our hands and knees. Tipping to the side or tipping forward if you'd rather. Bring your hips above your knees, shoulders above your wrists. Or if that's too much on your wrists, you just could further forward like that. Change the angle of your arms to take pressure off the wrists. Reach your right foot back, press the ball of your foot against the floor. The next inhale, reach your left arm forward with the thumb pointing up. If you want to go further with the next inhale, pick your right foot up and straight back. Make sure your arm and leg parallel to the floor. If you want to go even further, you might bend your knee and reach back and see about taking the bind, grabbing your foot or ankle, kicking against your hand, Continue using the chin. Release. All your knee in your hand. Reach back and press into the ball of the left foot. With an inhale, reach your right arm forward. Go further if you like. On the next inhale, pick your left foot up and reach straight back. And if you like to go even further, see about taking that line. Your shoulder and stretching your quadriceps. Release. And open. Bring your big toes together. Open your knees wider if you like. So back towards your heels. Walk your hands forward and let your head down. Move away to child's pose and vary it however you like. Making it active or passive. So whatever degree feels helpful in your body right now. Inhale and bring yourself forward, past the table, and we'll start to stand in a forward fold. Step your right foot up between your hands and then your left. Hang out in your fold, exploring movement, swaying back and forth, bending one leg, bending the other leg. Do what you like with your hands and your arms. Pardon me. Gently nod your head. And shake your head. Inhale, lift up halfway, press your hands to your shins. Feel the crown of your head move forward away from your tailbone. Exhale, relax down. Inhale, roll to standing, hands overhead, palms together. Exhale, bring your hands to your arms. Let your hands down at your sides. Lift your left shoulder towards your ear. Slide it back and let it down. And your right shoulder up and back and back. Inhale, reach out toward the walls. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself, or if you like, you can take eagle arms. Intertwine your arms and press your hands together. If you're an eagle, move your elbows and hands forward and up. Inhale to open your arms. Exhale to cross them the other way. Inhale to open up. Exhale to twist to the left. Inhale, face front. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, face front. Exhale, let your arms down. Inhale your arms out and up overhead. Interlace your fingers. Flip your palms up, reach your palms up, look up at your hands and lift up your arms. Inhale to come upright. Exhale to bend to the left, feeling the length in both arms. Inhale to come up. Exhale to bend to your right. Inhale to come up. Exhale to let your arms come down. Grab a sip of my water and start some sun salutations. And I'm going to shift my props. I realized my setup was putting me probably behind the fridge over there when I was at that end of the mat. Welcome to the multi-purpose room. It's the yoga studio, it's the kitchen, it's the dining room. This is the dining table, folds up into the wall. Now out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up part way. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands and step back to plank. I like to take a few breaths in the first plank. Let your hips come down in line with your shoulders and knees. Let your knees down to the floor at the shoulder plank serves you better. Hips sit still. Be in line with shoulders and knees. Exhale and slowly lower all the way down. Keep your elbows in close to the rib cage. Pressing into your hands, inhale to lift your head and chest to whatever height's okay in your lower back. You can be at a different height each time. Listen to your body. Exhale, rock back. Pass sort of through table. Curl your toes under. Press into your feet to lift your knees and press into your hands to lift your tail. In the first downward facing dog, let's pedal the feet up and down. Feeling for a lengthening. All up and down the back of the body. Maybe you see your heels getting closer to the floor. Feel nice even grounding in your hands. Maybe find some stillness for a breath or two. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Step back to plank. On an exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to bring your heart forward. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Step back to plank. On an exhale, lower. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Pause here, bring your blocks within reach. We'll use them after this one. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. So we're going to go into a straddle fold sequence now. As I talked about the placement of my mat, I just realized the placement of my camera here is cutting off part of my head for half the class. Oops, not quite half the class. All right. Apologize for cutting myself on the frame. So we're going to use the blocks to work into a straddle fold. If you find you don't need the blocks in the straddle fold, that's great for you. I like to at least start with them. And maybe we set them aside. Maybe we keep them. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, rest your hands on those blocks. I go with the middle position. A lot of folks do. Step your left foot back and come to runner's lunge like that. And then what we're going to do, take your time, we're going to pivot 90 degrees to the left. So walk the blocks, little steps are fine, and let your feet pivot. Let that back heel down, the left heel down. Let your toes go out, your heels go in. Let your neck be passive, let your head hang. Keep some degree of bend in the knee. Don't lock your knees up. And your feet can be as wide apart or as close together as it feels okay for you. Find your initial straddle fold here. And you might find maybe you put the blocks in the lower setting, or if it's doable, you might bring your hands to the floor. And there's no wrong way. It's what's right for you this time. You could just hang out there. Or if you want to go further, you can walk your hands in. If you want to go even further, you can turn your hands around and point your fingers back. So it's a 180-degree turn for your hands. It's a lot on the wrists and forearms. I like how it feels, but maybe you don't. If you do like having your hands turn around, maybe you walk them back even further. You go between your feet or maybe even further back. Breathing into the back of your body, breathing into any tightness, wherever it's registering. Slowly walk your hands forward, and if you turn them around, turn them the other way again. Keep walking them forward, and then you can come to the block or stay on the floor, whatever's right for you. Lean the weight into the right hand. Have it right under your face, and lean into it. Inhale, reach your left arm out and up and look up towards your hand. With an exhale, bring that hand down, plant that hand under your face, lean into it. Inhale, reach your right arm out and up and look up towards your hand. Exhale, bring your hand down. We're going to go back to the runner's lunge we started in. I'd like to grab the blocks again, but maybe you're comfortable with just hands on the floor, whatever works for you. Now you're going to pivot back 90 degrees. Come back to where we started in this runner's lunge with the left foot in the back. And we're going to switch legs, so you can either step the right foot back to down dog or step the left foot forward to forward fold. So that you're in the opposite runner's lunge with the left foot forward and right foot back. And then we're going to pivot 90 degrees to the right. And the same thing, and maybe it seems easier now because you already did the full part on the other side, but maybe not. See how it feels. Maybe you keep the blocks, maybe you lower them, maybe you set them aside. Maybe you walk your hands in further. Maybe you turn them around, whatever's right for you. Maybe you keep walking them back. Maybe having your hands on the blocks with your hands further forward is plenty, and you don't explore going further. Slowly bring your hands forward if you walk them back. Turn them around if you turn them. Keep coming forward. Bring the left hand under your face and lean into it. Inhale, reach your right arm out and up and look up towards your hand. Exhale, bring the hand down, plant that hand under your face and lean into it. Inhale, reach your left arm out and up and look up towards your hand. Exhale, come on down. We'll come back to the straddle fold. We started from again, with or without blocks, as you like, as you need. Walk back 90 degrees. Step your left foot back to meet your right. You might keep the blocks or set them aside. Take 3 cleansing breaths and downward facing dog. Let your knees down gently. Make your way to child's pose. And just give your body a chance to sort of integrate the straddle fold sequence. Notice changes. Any changes in sensation, maybe changes between the first child's pose and this one. Inhale, bring yourself forward and up to table. Draw your toes under, press into your feet to lift your knees, and press into your hands to lift your tail. And walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Shift your weight from one leg to the other. We're going to play with balancing in tree pose. So if you want to step over by the wall or a piece of furniture, you're welcome to. Come within reach of your support. Set your eyes on something that won't move. That's at about eye level. And when you're ready, let the weight come into your right leg. Let that knee remain soft. Turn your left toes out. Feet roughly perpendicular. Bring your heel in towards your ankle and up onto your ankle. You might stay there, or you might bring the sole of your foot to your calf or to your thigh. Just never on the side of the knee. See if you can grab the wall anytime. I didn't even plan on grabbing the wall, but it did happen to be close enough behind you there. You can start over anytime. You can fall and start over. If you fall, you're yogi. You get up, you're yogi. Maybe you decide to come out. Maybe you keep your hands here. And maybe the branches of your tree go elsewhere. Maybe your branches are still, or maybe there's breeze in your branches. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them back to your heart. Bring your knee forward. Let your foot down. Shake your right leg and anything else that wants to shake. Maybe water your tree. I'm going to water mine. And when you're ready, with your hands back at your heart, shift your weight from side to side again. Reset your eyes on that fixed point. When you're ready, let the weight come into your left leg. Turn your right toes out. Draw your heel in and up to whatever height works for you. Doesn't have to be the same placement as the other side. Sometimes one side opens more easily or the foot stays in place in a different way. Maybe you do the same arm expression, maybe you do something different. If your hands are not at your heart, bring them back there. Bring your knee forward and let your foot down and shake things out. And let's come down to have a seat on the mat. And let's first bring the soles of the feet together with big space between pelvis and heels. You're going to grab the mat, reach under your ankles and walk your hands forward, or if that doesn't work for you, reach over in front of your ankles and walk your hands forward. And either way, as your hands go forward, let your neck disengage. Breathe into your lower back. But think of sending your breath wherever you're getting the most sensation, if it's not your lower back. Walk your hands back and lift your torso. Keep your feet together, bring them in as close as you can. Interlace your fingers, hold your feet in your hands. Wriggle on your seat, bringing the bones closer to the ground to tilt your pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, spine nice and long. See how far the long spine will go. Wherever the long spine stops lowering, then let your head lower. Breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees and lift your knees towards each other. Extend your legs forward, flex your feet back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold down over your legs, allowing your knees to bend if they need to. On the inhale, think of the crown of your head reaching forward. On the exhales, think of lowering down some more. Maybe there's a little change, maybe there's a lot. Maybe it's movement, maybe it's more internal sensation of greater release. Inhaling, walk your hands up the front of your legs and sit up. Bend your legs apart using your arms. Keep using your arms to help your legs. Bend the left leg, bring your foot to your right leg like tree pose. Pivot your torso and your sternum at your right foot and flex your right foot back towards you. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, fold down over that leg for a couple of breaths. Reach your right arm to the side, turn your head to look towards your hand. Point your thumb down at the floor, pivot your arm. Reach the back of your hand towards your left hip. Draw your right shoulder back. Extend your arm. Bring your right hand back to your left hand. Open the left arm to the side, turn your head to the left. Turn your thumb down, reach towards your right hip, draw your left shoulder back. Extend your arm, turn your thumb back up, reach your arm up alongside your ear, reach overhead, left hand towards right hand. Slowly reach up and out to the left. Bring your left hand back to your right hand. And walk your hands up the front of your leg to sit up. Letting your arms help extend the left leg, bend the right, bring the foot across. Pivot your torso. Flex your left foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Reach your left arm out and turn your head to the left. Turn your thumb down, reach towards your right hip again. Draw your left shoulder back again. Extend your arm. Bring your left hand back to your right hand. Open your right arm, turn your head to the right. Turn your thumb down, reach towards your left hip, and draw your right shoulder back. Extend your arm, turn your thumb up again, reach up alongside your ear, overhead towards your left hand. Reach up and out, and bring your right hand back to your left hand. Walk your hands up your leg and sit up. Extend the right leg, legs the legs together. Draw your knees up, plant your feet about hip width apart, and set up for bridge pose. Scoot forward towards your heels and lie down, or lie down and then draw your heels towards your seat. You can put a block between your knees on the middle position if you like. Press into the soles of your feet and inhale to lift your hips up into bridge pose. If you want to go further here, you could wiggle your shoulder blades towards each other, clasp your hands under you and reach your knuckles towards your heels.
If you are taking that bind, release your hands. Exhale, slowly let your hips down. Explore floating up and down at your own pace for a minute. Inhale to go up and exhale to go down. Challenge yourself as much or as little as you like. Next time you come down, pause, and we'll set up for a supported bridge. Bringing your other block within reach. Inhale, lift your hips. Place the block under your sacrum and come down to rest on top of your block. And for a minute, we'll just let this block do the work. Think of sending your breath through the block. Allow your body to relax against the support. Press into the soles of your feet. Inhale to lift your hips up. Remove the block. Exhale to lower down. Take a little pause. Move your blocks out of the way. Draw your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees. Rock and roll. Massage your back against the ground. Grab your strap. Open it, holding one end in each hand, running it under your feet. Keeping the back of your head and shoulder blades and sacrum on the floor. Reach your hands and feet up so the arms and your strap and your legs are long. Point your toes down towards your face. Point your toes up at the ceiling. Let your feet relax. Slide them away from each other. Draw gently on the strap to draw your feet back together. Take your left foot out of the strap. Press the back of your left leg to the floor. Hold both ends of the strap in your left hand. Reach your right arm to the side. Keeping your shoulders grounded, draw your leg over to the left and turn your head to the right. Bring it all back up to center. Take the strap in your right hand. Press your left hand down on the front of your left hip bone. Keep the left cheek on the ground as you let your limbs fall open to the right. Nice and easy, bring your limbs back to center. Always go slowly to come out of that one. Lift the left leg, step into the strap, take your right foot out, press your right leg down, reach your left arm out to the side, draw your leg over to the right, and turn your head to the left. Bring everything back to center. Change hands on the strap. Press down on the front of your right hip. Let your limbs fall to the left. Very gently come back to center. Raise your right leg. Draw your knees in. Set your strap aside. Reach your feet towards the ceiling. Reach your hands up, take hold of your legs or feet. Play with bending and straightening your arms and legs. Let go of your legs or feet wherever you're grabbing on. Cross your ankles with your heels in towards your seat. And then reach down and take hold of your big toes. And then draw circles with those crossed ankles, massaging your sacrum against the floor. As big or small as you want with those circles. Then change direction. Let go of your toes, cross your ankles the other way, grab your toes again, and make circles again. So kind of a neat feeling, massage on the sacrum. It brings in interesting energy in the hips, root, pelvis region. Change direction. Release your ankles, or release your toes rather, uncross your ankles. Take any other final movements you want before making your way to Shavasana. Or the resting pose of your choice if it's not the classic traditional corpse pose today. Get comfortable. Close your eyes if you want. Maybe simply observe your breath. Perhaps picturing your nostrils where the air enters and leaves your body as your breath slows down and you deeper. Maybe come back to an intention you set for your practice today and reflect upon that. How might you extend that intention into the rest of your day after you rise from your mat? Maybe you choose something else to focus upon, or maybe you decide not to focus. Start to find some deeper breaths. Begin to wiggle your toes and fingers. Roll your ankles and wrists. Turn your head side to side. Bigger movements, whatever movements your body wants. When you're ready for bigger movements, reach your arms up overhead, draw your knees towards your chest, tip onto one side and pause in the fetal position. When you're ready, plant your hands, press away from the floor, come up to a seat. Bring your hands to your heart. Thank you for sharing practice today. The light within me sees, honors, and bows to that same light within you. Namaste. YouTubers, don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.